All year long, I've been waiting to start a Pro-Am team to bring you guys some good quality Pro-Am content. And with it being June and not much going on in 2K, the other night I decided to tweet, anyone want to match up 5v5, trying to get some practice in. So of course I got a bunch of responses, but the one that stood out was from a guy named Never Ready 2K. He said, let's do it. My team plays in the XNPL, ADBA, which are both comp Pro-Am leagues, and if you want, we can do a wager. I'm willing to send money first. So I'm thinking, man, these guys are playing in multiple competitive Pro-Am leagues, and the 5 of us that you see here literally only play Park. We've never played in a Pro-Am league together. We've barely even played practice Pro-Am games. But I decided, you know what? It'll make great content. Everyone seems to love the wagers, and a lot of people have been asking me for Pro-Am content. So he said $250 per team, $500 pot. I agreed to it. The only thing I said was no dribble glitching. Now, I don't know if you guys watch the Pro-Am leagues or the 2K league, but basically if you just spam between the legs up the court, it's super glitchy. It's a dribble glitch and it kills the entertainment. And the main reason I'm doing this series is to entertain you guys. So I said no dribble glitch. You can only go between the legs 2 times in a row. Outside of that, no rules. May the best team win. They agreed. Now, before we get into it, just want to mention this video is much different and much longer than the usual videos I post, so if you want to see more videos like this, more wagers, more matchups, make sure you drop a like on the video right now. Now, I also want to mention, typically you guys don't see me play 2K competitively. I just play to entertain you guys and to try to put out good content. The only time you see me even play remotely competitively this year was in the 2K League tournaments that they hosted where there was prize money, but we didn't have to pay to enter those. There was no risk. It was just, you know, hey, if you do well, you win money. In this game, you're going to see me in absolute try-hard mode. It's my money on the line in this wager. So that's a new aspect you guys will get to see. I also want to mention, game number 1, my footage got corrupted, so I had to borrow my opponent's footage, and the quality isn't as good as mine. But after game 1, then it'll be back to my footage, and the quality will be 1080p like it normally is. So just make it through game 1, and the quality will be crystal clear after that. All right? Hopefully you guys enjoy. Drop a like, sub if you're new. Let's get right into it. First, let's take a look at the lineups. Knowing our opponents are playing in multiple competitive Pro-Am leagues, we figured they're running the meta pick-and-roll Pro-Am offense that 99% of teams run. They have 2 scoring guards, they have a rim-protecting paint beast, and then they have a rebounding wing and a facilitating shooter, which is also a sharp block. So 2 locks, a rim-protecting center, and 2 guards that can score the ball. Us, on the other hand, we're not running the meta pick and roll that Pro-Am teams run. We're going 5 out because, hey, I ISO, I don't use screens. So that's what we're going to do in Pro-Am as well. I'm on my LeBron James build. We have a rebounding wing, a 2-way pass first point, a pure lock, and a shooting glass lock. Let's get right into game 1. Just want to mention again that my game 1 footage got corrupted, so I had to borrow our opponent's footage, and the quality is not the best, so it's going to look a little blurry, but after game 1, we will be back to normal quality 1080p crystal clear videos, okay? But here we go, right off the rip, pick and roll, quick stop, pull up, green, they go up 3-0. Now we come back down the other way, 5 out. Now they're probably not used to guarding 5 out because a lot of teams, like I said, most teams run pick and roll in Pro-Am. So first possession, I'm able to get right into the paint, go to the hop step, and I notice 2 defenders help down, which leaves this guy to guard both of these passes. Now most Pro-Am teams, that guy is going to rotate to the next pass, which is the corner pass. But I notice he's standing flat-footed, so I try to quick dot the corner. Gio's able to get the shot off. He still gets a good contest, but he greens it. So this possession, they go away from the pick and roll. They give it to the shooting guard who goes into the post, does a post spin and gets a contact dunk. So right away, we're like, what is going on? But we come back down to the 5 out. I notice right away, now they're trying to rotate super early. So they're throwing different rotations at me. They're going to have the paint beast come and pick me up as I go into the paint. Hash is going to rotate down the corner, and my guy's going to rotate over to the hash. So good Pro-Am teams are going to rotate, and you see they're throwing different rotations at me. Fortunately, I see the hash guy hedge off way too far, and I'm able to quick dot and get the 3. So most Pro-Am teams, as I said, they're going to rotate, and they're not going to rotate from the same places every time. So it's going to be up to me to really make the right pass and pick them apart. We get a quick backdoor cut to Swag on the alley-oop. So we're starting to build a little momentum, and I can see right off the rip, they're not going to allow me to just go out here and score 50. I end up using bailout, throws it all the way to the corner, and we hit a white 3. So we get a little lucky there. They come back in their pick and roll. This guy does a hezzy, gets a blow by, gets right to the basket, dumps it down to the center for the easy dunk. So in Pro-Am, momentum really is a big factor. If you can get momentum, you can take over a game. And check this out. He gets a snatch block on my hop step. They throw it out. They're off in transition. This guy goes up, huge tomahawk slam, And you would think right then and there the momentum has shifted. But check this out. Hop step, they rotate. I read the rotation, quick dot to my boy Frank over on the hash, and he hits a 3 to calm that storm down. So there PG thinks he's got a little walk back 3 behind the screen, but Swag gets there on a huge contest. Frank gets the rebound. Now it gets a little sloppy here, but it ends up working out for us. Frank's going to throw it over to Effort. A little bit of a risky pass. Back to Frank. Ball fake, good composure, big green. So now we're going to start to throw different looks at him. Effort's going to quick pop to get the switch. I get the guard on me now. Easy rim run, easy two-hand finish. Getting some off-ball movement by my off-ball players is important, so they can't just load up on me and try to stop me from scoring all the time. I have to get my other teammates involved. But check this out. Back in the 5-out, I remember they're trying to rotate early, so as soon as I get to the free throw line, that engages the rotation and gets the paint beast on me. As you can see, he's not really used to guarding ball. He's jumping all over the place. Get the quick dot out to Effort. He hits the 3. Now, I'm starting to figure them out, and I'm starting to notice sometimes they're rotating, sometimes they're not. I'm able to get a huge contact dunk over the lockdown here. I'm going to come back down Hezzy. This time they try to rotate, but I'm going right up over the paint beast for yet another flush. They come back, they're sticking around. You know, they're hanging in there. We're up by only, I think, 3 at this point. They get an alley-oop, cuts it to 1. Now I have takeover, and now it's time to get busy. I'm going to go behind my back, momentum, cross, pull up, big greens from 3. But they're not going away. Their 2-guard goes right into the post, and he did this all series, man. Post fade from the elbow, and he greens it. Now, I remember that paint beast wants to help when I get to the free throw line, so boom, quick dot corner, Gio's wide open, big greens. They're going to throw a risky cross-court pass here. Gio almost has the steal. Instead, dribble penetration off the baseline, tough layup, can't get it to go. Paint beast rips it down, hits the hash, hits the corner, pull up, they green it. Huge 3. We have to come back and answer. I'm going to go to the step back, drive in. I don't know why this hash makes the same mistake he made just a few minutes ago, leaving Frank open. I make the right pass. Frank gets the 3. Now check out this sham god to split the double team, drive in, and get the lay-in, avoiding the chase down block. What a play. Under a minute left until halftime. I'm going to snatch back, drive in, step back, pull up from Limitless. Big greens. It's a huge 3 right before half. They're going to get one last shot before the half, and we make a terrible mistake here. Effort hedges too far, gets sucked onto the ball. Kick out, wide open 3. They knock it down. So as you can see at halftime, we had a 5-point lead, and we shot 10 of 11 from 3. So I figured, you know, they're trying to rotate to stop me in the paint, but eventually they're just going to have to say, let the lockdown try to guard me straight up 1v1, because if they keep trying to rotate, if I keep dotting them up, they're going to get 3-pointered out of their life. So first possession is exactly what I thought. They're hedging, trying to make me think, but nobody's really overcommitting. Even when I get the ankle breaker, nobody collapses down. I get an easy 2. I just have to go into scorer mode if they're going to guard like that. But if they fall asleep, we'll take backdoor cuts all day. Or if we end up drawing the help, we'll take quick dots like this to the corner and green our 3. So we come out of the gates on fire, instantly snatch the momentum. And as we talked about, the momentum in Pro-Am is everything. It's important in Park and those game modes as well, but in Pro-Am, it's everything. If you can string together a few stops, get out in transition and get easy buckets, whether it's 2s or 3s or, you know, just any type of easy bucket, you'll frustrate your opponent, you'll snatch the momentum of the game, and you'll be in business. At this point, we're up by 13. It's teetering on the edge of a blowout. I hit him with the kill move, go up by 16, and basically that is going to do it. We're going to get one more dunk here just for the video, and outside of that, I mean, that was basically ball game. They missed the lob. This basically killed it off. There was 3 minutes left in the game. They missed that lob. We go dot to the corner. Rotation comes, dot to the hash. They can't get there in time, and that basically seals it. So this is the final box score for game number 1. I had 31 points and 13 assists. We shot 15 of 18 from 3 and went on to win the game by 19. So overall, really, really good first game. We're feeling confident, and oh my God, it's like I just wiped the dirt out of my eyes. How clear does this gameplay look now that we're back on, you know, my footage as opposed to the 720p? That 1080p hits different. But as you can see, this is game number 2. It's a best of 5, so this is a huge game. If we can go up 2-0, we are going to be in business. Now, we knew they were going to come out ready to go. $500 on the line, and they're down 1-0. They're going to come out with everything they have. They get a pinch off the wing on me, get a strip, and get an easy bucket in transition. But I'm going to come right back and try to answer. Drive right past the lockdown. No rotation comes, so I'm going right into scorer mode. Anytime no help comes, no rotation comes, I'm going in scorer mode and making this lockdown guard me. And he was doing decent to stay in front of me. As you see, I get the tough lay-in. He goes to that post fade again, and I feel like, honestly, that was the only one he missed throughout the entire series. He was hitting incredible post fades, you guys are going to see. But we get the lob in transition, so that's a good start. Check out this little dribble pull up. Beautiful execution, gets the green. So it's 11-14. This is a back and forth game. Using bailout, quick dot to the corner, big greens, huge play. We're up by 6 at this point, so we're getting a little momentum, but he goes to the hop step. Even when he's cold, he still gets it to go. That is 2K20 for you. Those hop steps are insane, so don't worry. I'm going to be utilizing them as well. Confusion on their part. Dot to the corner. Frank knocks it down. At this point, we're starting to get a little momentum, but he comes right back and kills that off, cutting it back to a 5-point lead. Now, with only 6 seconds left in the first half, we make a terrible mistake. Miscommunication, give up a wide open 3, cuts it to a 2-point game. So it's back and forth. But that's the type of stuff that playing consistently together in Pro-Am does. You will not make those types of mistakes, but since, it's really our first time playing, we make a terrible mistake, let them right back in it, but Gio comes right back, starts the second half off with a 3, putting our lead back up to 5. Now we start to go on a run here. On the ISO, I see he's playing back, so I'm going to step back, pull up, knock it down. We are going on a run now. We are up by 8 at this point. We get a steal. Off in transition, I'm going all the way to the rack for the easy 2-hand flush, up by 10. At this point, we're up by 14. But as I said, it was a back and forth game. This dude knocks down a 3. They hit another 3. Wide open corner 3 in transition, knocks that down. They are completely taking momentum here at the end of the third quarter. Post fade, tough post fade, and he greens it. Back into the post again. Post fade over a 6'9" rebounding wing. Greens it yet again. On the drive, hop step, over 2 defenders. Gets the lay-in to go. And just to cap it off, post spin on a pure lock, and he gets the driving dunk. We're like, what just happened? Our lead is down to 3. Dot corner, miscommunication again. They green another one. It is a tie game with less than 2 minutes left. I'm able to get a dunk on an alley-oop to put us up by 2. But for the most part in the fourth quarter, we went cold. We just could not hit a shot, and this guy absolutely made clutch shot after clutch shot. He gets a huge dunk there after hitting a few post fades. We dot to the corner, and as I said, we just went cold. We could not buy a bucket. Here we go again. Post fade, green. That basically sealed it. They ended up coming back and winning this game by 3 points to tie it 1 apiece. We won the first game. They won the second game. Game 3 is going to be crucial. So disappointing to blow the lead in game 2, but we had to come out and refocus and be ready for game 3 to take control of the series and go up 2-1. And I came out a man on a mission. I was looking to put the ball in the hole. I was being aggressive, going right at this lockdown, giving him everything I had and more. Get an ankle breaker, cross, step back, pull up. That is an absolute kill move. We're up 5-0. We get a stop. I'm going to do again. Step back. I know he's going to overplay. I drive in, get the lay-in, but he is there. I get the rebound, go right back up with it. But they're not going away. Off a little cross play, he shoots the off dribble and gets them on the board, cutting it to 7-2. But I'm staying aggressive. Ankle breaker. Run at him. Step back. Hezzy. Blow past him. Get the 2. 9-2. Now we're going to run a little pick and pop play here. Quick pop. I get wide open. Creates a little confusion. As I said, got to continue to mix in the off-ball movement so it's not just easy, stagnant offense for them to guard and load up on me. The more movement we have, the more confusion it creates. Even though I'm trying to ISO, we got to keep other players involved. I drive past him there with takeover. Once I get that takeover, it's going to be really, really tough for anyone to keep me from the rim. Transition yet again. This is a 15-2 run to start off game number 2. We are absolutely on a tear, but he comes back, greens a 3, cuts it to a 10-point game. But I have takeover, momentum, right past him, easy dunk, 17-5. I have all 17, by the way. I came out looking to score. Paint Beast is going to pull it out. He doesn't want to go up against the Hall of Fame pogo stick, but he throws a Stevie. Effort gets the steal, throws it up. Alley-oop to Swag. 21-5. with less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Beautiful snatch back, pulls up 21-8. I'm gonna do a half spin, step back, too much space, big green. I get that 3-pointer right back for us. But every time we tried to put the nail in the coffin this game, they came up with an answer. 4 feet behind the line, slightly early. He gets it to go to keep it within striking distance. I'm gonna get the ankle breaker, rim run. You see there's no rotation now. After we hit 15 threes in game 1, they made the decision to let the lockdown play one-on-one with me and turn me into a scorer as opposed to letting me get 13 assists on 3-pointers. They're making me score the ball, which is why you see this game I have 0 assists, but I have 22 points, and we're only 1 minute into the second quarter. Huge contact dunk over the lockdown, but again, every time we had a chance to put the nail in the coffin, bad layup, we can't get the rebound, mistake for leaving the corner, boom, wide open 3, and just like that, they keep it within striking distance. Only a 10-point game. Here he comes again, end of the shot clock, into the post fade, big greens, and that's pretty deep too. That's about a 16-17 foot post fade, but I got an answer. Sidestep, too much space, pull up, knock it down. So down by 11, they're going to throw it into the paint beast at the high post here, and they're going to dex off ball. Both their scoring guards are going to start dexing. Runs in, dexes out, wide open for 3, bang, cuts it to an 8-point game. Now we're going to come back. This time they do rotate. Again, I make the right read, and we end up with a wide open 3. Now off the inbounds, this is an incredible move. He gets in the mid-range, does a hop jumper where he brings the ball behind his back, pulls up, and knocks it down, cutting it to a 9-point game. Now Swag on the rim run, throws it out to me. I ball fake, read the rotation, think I have a shot, end up using bailout, and we end up getting a layup out of it. Again, a little lucky, but the patience was there. We had the right intentions. They come back. They're trying to work the little pick and roll with the off-ball decks. Nothing seems to be there because we're getting extremely bumpy on ball, but check this out. He throws a lob. He's able to grab it, throws it to the corner. They shoot a white and knock it down. That is a huge momentum play. At the end of the half, we're going to run a cross with a backdoor cut out of the corner, get the alley-oop, and that is going to take us to halftime. So we have a 10-point lead. I came out, like I said, and was absolutely on fire. I had 27 points in the first half. We're up 38-28. Second half, we have to close this thing out. Both teams came out in the second half, and some of the shot making was absolutely incredible. Check this out. Crossover, step back, run at him, step back, pull up from Limitless, green it, put us up by 11. But back they came. They weren't going away. They didn't want to see none of that. Check this out. He goes into the mid-range, goes right into the post, and as I said, it felt like they greened every single post fade, man. That's that Pro-Am stuff, you know? That's that Pro-Am mentality, man. They go right into the post, and they already know their timing for all those types of post moves. I miss. Frank gets the rebound, throws it out to Swag. Swag knocks it down. Half spin. Behind the back, cross, behind the back, goes into the mid-range, behind the back, pulls up off dribble, green. As I said, this shot making in this second half was incredible. Hezzy, run right past him, easy dunk, put us back up by 12. But they come back. They're not going away. They're not trying to see any of that. Look at it, right into the post, boom, green. They come back. He goes behind the back, shoots an off dribble Limitless 3, and greens it. So at this point, we're up 9 with 18 seconds left in the third quarter. To end the half, we ran a cross with a cutter from the corner. So instead, we're going to run a cross with a cutter from the hash, throw something different at them so that they're not expecting it. They probably talked about it at halftime, what went wrong on that play. But look at this. Some of the shot making in this half, incredible. Double between the legs, pull up, Limitless, green. So to start the fourth quarter, we have an 8-point lead. They're going to pull up from 3. Can't get it to go. Paint Beast has a free board. Gio's on the rotation, but the Paint Beast gets the lay-in over the smaller player. So we have to find a way to come back and keep them at bay. End of the shot clock, a little bit of a panic situation, but what a shot from Frank, greening the 3, putting us back up by 9, but they are not going away. Check this out, on the pick and roll, it doesn't even look like he had possession of the ball yet, but he gets a shooting foul and he knocks down both of them. Randomly, we're going to throw in a little pick and pop here. They were not expecting that. I get an easy dunk to get those 2 points right back, keeping us to a 9-point lead. But every time it looked like we could put the nail in the coffin, it just would not happen. He goes for a desperation 3, free board for the center. We rotate really well. They throw it back to the center. Mistimes his shot completely, but it still goes down. It's only a 7-point game. Now they run a little cutter out of the corner with a screen to the top of the key. Very unique play, and they executed it perfectly to cut the lead to 4. So we're going to take some time off the clock. Of course, it's a 4-point lead. We're going to kill as much time as possible and still look to get a bucket. I'm going to go to the step back. He plays pretty good defense on it. They get the rebound, and it's only a 4-point lead with 30 seconds left. So a stop would be huge, but definitely don't want to give up a three. We give up the free roll, and now it's a free throw shooting contest. They have to foul, and this is my new LeBron build, and I upgraded the free throw on it because I knew if I played Pro-Am, I was going to need my free throw. I knock them both down, 10 seconds on the clock. As long as we don't give up a three, this game is basically over. All we have to do is knock down free throws. They run a wrap. I'm there. I jump. Heavy contest. Frank rips down the rebound, and we secure our second victory, giving us a 2-1 lead in the series, 1 game away from closing this $500 wager out. I go for 44 in game 3. I told you, they stopped rotating. They wanted to turn me into a scorer. Well, I had to get busy and drop 44 real quick. Here we go. Game number 4. So we come right out of the gates in game 4, looking to close this thing out 3-1. Quick dot to Gio, shoots it, can't get it to go. Frank rips down the rebound over 2 defenders, throws it out to Effort. We shoot another white, but fortunately, it goes down and we go up 3-0. Now look at this defense. Rotations are there. Center picks up on the guard. Gio on the rotation. Gets the passing lane steal. Throws it ahead to me. I'm going to go up. They're going to try to get the chase down. They end up fouling. I knock down both free throws. We go up 5-0. They're going to come back and go to their bread and butter, the post fade. And for the first time in forever, it feels like they actually miss one. I rip down the rebound and I'm going to push it right down their throats. Now they do a good job of cutting me off. I'm going to be patient. Try to make the right read. Throw it to Swag. He throws it over to Gio and he knocks it down. The onslaught just would not stop. The point guard thinks he has a crab. Frank steps up, gets a heavily contest. I get the rebound, and again, momentum is everything. It's 8-0. They're feeling the pressure. Quick dot, catch this dude ball watching, and we get another 3. Speaking of threes, check it out. Half spin, snatch back, too much space, pull up, another 3. We start this game off up 14-3. He goes for the reverse. Really contested layup, tough layup, and he gets it to go. We're playing really good D. As long as we can keep that up and keep scoring like this, it's looking like money in the bank. They're able to find the center on a roll here for an alley-oop. We play really good defense, but he just throws it down on 3 people. 18-7, they're sticking around, but terrible pass. Absolute Stevie. Effort gets the steal, throws it to me. Now we have numbers up. As long as I make the right read, we should get an open look. Throw it over to Gio. Gio's being patient. We're going to reset, call timeout. We don't want to turn the ball over and give away that momentum. We end up getting a wide open 3 out of the timeout. Confusion on the inbounds. We're up 21-7. Can we keep this going? Beautiful defense by Gio to get the tip on the passing lane. Grabs it, throws it ahead, Swag on the alley-oop, throws it down 23-7. Now this is about the same lead we got to last game, and we can never put the nail in the coffin and push it up to a 20 or 25 point lead and just have it be game over. They always found a way to stick around and chip away at the lead, to their credit. But for us looking at it, we feel like we should have done better to put the nail in the coffin last game. So we're going to look to do the same this game. But look at this, up by 13, they get a full court pass, down to 11 just like that. It's momentum. Momentum is everything in Pro-Am. But look at huge ankle breaker, quick stop, pull up, take back some of that momentum, but yet again, they find a way to stay in it. Pick and roll, between the legs, gets to the basket, almost gets the chase down block, but he gets the lay-in. Back they come, only down by 12 now. Post up, post fade, it's white, and it goes down. The lead has been cut to 10. So we got to find a way to get a bucket. Swag on the reverse. The lead is back to 12, but check this out. Quick stop, pull up, white, bang. Why wouldn't it go in, right? 9-point lead. I'm going to throw it over. Quick dot to Gio. Catch the center. Just hedging up just a touch. Giving Gio enough space on the quick dot to knock it down. This guy goes mid-range. Pull up. Big greens. And it seemed like that shot really started to swing the momentum for them. Check it out. Off the pick and roll. Lob it up to the paint beast. He throws it down. And they're starting to slice that lead down to single digits. Behind the back. Crossover. Use the screen. Blow by. Huge flush. Cuts it to an 8-point lead yet again. I'm going to come down. Check this out. I'm going to half spin, step back, get the crab dribble, drive in, and he still gets the chase down on me, even though I crabbed him. As I said, they're starting to get that momentum, and momentum is everything. 8-point lead, pick and roll, sidestep. Look at the mid-range shots this guy starts greening. Absolutely tough shots, and he's greening every single one of them. Our lead has been cut to 6, so I'm going to be super aggressive here. Go to the hop step, get the 2-hand flush to push it back up to 8. But remember what I was saying about this dude in the mid-range? He started to go crazy. Check this out. Step back, pull up over a pure lock, 30-something% contested, gets it to go. I'm just going to hezzy, blow by, get the easy 2. With about 30 seconds left in the first half, we go back and forth here. Huge possessions on both sides of the ball. So great defense here to guard the wraps, the Dex's off ball, all that type of stuff. We are guarding the cuts, the lobs. I'm all over that wrap-up shot. Frank gets the rebound. I'm going to come down and ISO here with 17 seconds left in the second quarter. We're up by 8. Check it out. Snatch, half spin, snatch back, pull up. Huge limitless 3. Puts us up by 11, but this guy's going to come right back. He gets the center on him. He's going to ISO, pull up. 30% contested over a 6'11 glass lock, and he knocks it down, cutting the lead to 8. So we went back and forth in that first half. They're sticking around. Our lead is only 8 points. Can we close this thing out here in the second half, or are we going to a game 5? He comes out immediately, knocks down another 3, cuts it to 5. So it's a close game. Huge brick wall screen, hits the center. Lead is down to just 3 points. Frank and I are going to run a little pick and pop here. I see the guard rotates over to Frank. So Frank's going to try to post up the guard. They double team down, and somehow he still steals the passing lane. But Frank's going to get the chase down block. They get the rebound. Frank is going to come up with a steal here on the point guard. Throws the outlet pass to Effort. Effort's going to lob it up. I get the dunk, and that puts us back up by 5. But yet again, they are not going away. Off the inbounds, he's going to go right into the mid-range, crossover between the legs, pull up at the elbow, and knock it down. I'm going to come back and answer half spin, snatch back between the legs, rim run, easy dunk. We're going back and forth trading baskets. He's got shot creating takeover. He's going to speed boost out of the behind the back, pull up from 3, off dribble, and green it. 2-point game, 48-46, snatch back between the legs, crossover, try to dot the opposite corner. The paint beast stayed disciplined, came up with the steal. I can't get the chase down block, and just like that, we are tied at 48 apiece. Gio's going to come set me a little wrap, kind of pick and pop type of play, just movement off ball, and knock down an absolutely huge 3-pointer to put us up by 3. The point guard's going to get himself in a little bit of a jam here. Frank picks up on him. He's bumping him. He goes into the post. He's going to go up with a layup. Swag gets the block, and it falls right into his hands, and he gets a layup, cutting it back to 1. I'm just going to go for the hop step, get the easy lay-in. I knew he was going to try to go for the chase down block like he did earlier. We're going to run a little cross here. I'm going to ISO. I see them helping too much. The lockdown was hoping to switch back, but Gio could not knock down the 3. He goes back into the post, hop shot this time, and knocks it down. I swear these prom players are like post scorers, man. They go into the post so much. With under 3 minutes to play in a 1-point lead, I'm going to be super aggressive, hop step, aggressive lay-in, put it back to a 3-point lead. Their point guard is cold, but he's going to end up with Frank on him. Frank is our 6'11 glass lock, so he still feels he has a speed advantage. He's going to try to ISO Frank to try to tie this game up. 55-52. Frank playing absolutely incredible defense. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Now they're desperate. Throws to Stevie. Gio's all in the passing lane. Throws it to me. I'm going to go up on the shooting guard, get a contact dunk, and we are up by 5 with under 2 minutes to play. With their point guard being cold, they're struggling to create anything in the pick and roll. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. He throws it to the corner. Effort's going to get a really nice bump here. He's going to throw a bad pass. Swag with the steal. Up ahead to Gio. Gio's wide open. Puts us up by 7. Now, you would think it's over, right? But of course, it has to become interesting. Like, well, there's no other way. You see how this series is going. Even when this thing should be over, they find a way to stay in it. They run a little cross. The point guard's cold. He pulls up. Big greens. Now, they're going to come down. Get a stop. They're only down by 5. They have the ball. He gets the crab on Swag. Frank has to step up. They get the alley-oop. It's a 3-point game with under a minute left. So I'm going to hold the ball here, take time off the clock, and then I'm going to be aggressive and try to make something happen. Maybe get to the free throw line. He plays excellent defense. I go for a hop step, and I don't know about that one, 2K, but I will take it. That is what we call a bailout. I'm going to go to the line, knock down both free throws, and that's going to put us up by 5 with under 40 seconds left. So same situation as last game. Don't give up a 3. Try not to give up a quick 2. They hit the center on a cut. He gets an easy 2. Now it's a free throw shooting contest. Be careful on the inbounds. Don't turn it over and just make our free throws. They have to foul. They foul Effort. He's got the best free throw on the team. At the line for 2. Chance to make it a 2-possession game. Knocks down the first one. Puts us up by 4. Knocks down the second one, puts us up by 5. They have to score quick here. 24 seconds on the clock, 2-possession game. They're going to throw it over to the corner. I'm right there. Can't really get a shot. Throws it to the paint beast. They're in scramble mode. He's got to shoot a contested mid. Misses. Frank rips down the rebound, and that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Frank is going to go to the line, knock down both free throws, giving us a 7-point lead with 12 seconds left, so this thing is over. We go on to win the best of 5 $500 wager by a score of 3-1. Shout out to those guys for playing, man. It was a lot of fun to take on the challenge, and I think it's about time we enter a Pro-Am League and I make some content from that. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. Here's the confirmation that he sent the $250, so respect to them for running a legit wager with us in the Pro-Am. It was a lot of fun playing against these guys, man. Shout out to them. I'm gonna leave the link to their YouTube in the description, man. Go show some support. I'm out. Peace.